9 things you can do after you invest in a stock. Now, why do I need to make this video? Like, why do I even need to make this video again? Most people get really stressed after they invest in the market. Most people watch the market like a hawk and they can't sleep, they get worried. So this video is to counter that problem. This video is to tell you that it is okay to go to sleep after you invest in the market. Just because the market moves a little bit, maybe 1% against your position, you don't need to worry too much about it. So before we start, I just want to celebrate another success story within Investing Accelerator. Vez, he recently made 140% from tech resources within 1 month and 35% from MGM, the resort. So this place is placed during the coronavirus market crash, and he really took advantage of the dip, and using options, he's able to multiply his return. So within such a short period of time, he got 143% from tech resources, which is definitely not typical because as a long-term investor, we're aiming for 20 to 30% a year. And for MGM, he made 35% within this period as well. So congratulations, Yvette. You did a fantastic job, and I look forward to your next success story. After you invest in the market, you can read a book, maybe from Uncle Sam, about how he built Walmart. And this is a pretty good book. It's called Sam Walton, Made in America, My Story. And you can flip to any page and you can just start reading. It just talks about his story, how he started from nothing, and how he built a team that will continue to improve and produce a lot of discounts for customers, and how he likes to live in a small town, and how he lost his first supermarket, and then building the Walmart empire when he was 40-something years old. So if you have never read it, after you invest in the market, this is a book to pick up. It's a classic, so definitely would recommend. The second thing you can do is really to go travel. When you're investing, you can click a button and buy a stock anywhere, anytime in the world. I have my TD Ameritrade app here. I just use my Face ID to log in, and within a couple minutes, I can take a look at my portfolio, and I just do whatever I want. That's why I'm here right now making a YouTube video for you, because I'm fully invested. Now, the third thing you can do is you can go to a toy store and you can pick up one of these latest Lego sets. So here, I got a Lego set for a Lucky Cat. It's a Lucky Charm cat in Japan I recently built. Took around 30 minutes or so. And yeah, it actually moves. You can see it here. You can see that this is the Lucky Charm cat hand that moves. So yeah, that's another thing you can do to just kill time and let the market grow for you. You don't need to worry too much about it. You don't need to look at it every day because once you're fully invested, you have made the decision, and it's just a matter of waiting for it to pay off. Now, the fourth thing you can do is really to take your hands here and just sit on them. Just sit on them. Just don't do anything. Just sit on your hands and let your investment grow. And there's a very famous quote from Jesse Livermore, one of my idols, when it comes to day trading and short-term trading, is that he makes the most money when he's sitting on his hands doing nothing. That's it. You just wait for the market to go in your direction. And the next thing you can do is you can really do some gardening. You can plant some roses in your backyard. You can clean up some weeds. And you can watch your garden grow over time. And you can think of it, your investment portfolio is like a garden. And if you take care of your garden, then it will grow over time. And there's actually a very famous short-term / long-term investor in Forex Factory that I used to follow. And he's a Korean. And he made millions of dollars from trading Forex. I forgot his name. His name is Pip Easy. That's right. And during his spare time, after he finished, trading Forex, he would manage his garden. He would just sit at his in the garden and kind of look at the things he planted. Look at the sunshine, kind of feel the weather. That's his thing. Yeah, so nothing too exciting, but that's something you can do once you're fully invested. Now, the next thing you can do is you can click the like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell as well, because the next time I release a video, you'll get notified about it. So make sure you click that like button when you're fully invested. And while you're waiting, you can watch another one of my videos. That's obviously the best option out of all. Now, the reality is, once you're invested, there's nothing you really need to do. When you are investing in the markets and you have 100K, the last thing you want it to do is to jump in and out of the market and increase your transaction costs. And if you follow Warren Buffett for a while, you'll realize that one of the costs he tries to minimize is taxes, and the second one is transaction costs. And that's why once you invest in the market, you just leave it there. Once you invest in the market, your work is done. And you just let your investment grow over time. And it takes time for investment to grow. It takes time for the company to make money for you. And investing is very interesting because in life, you kind of take a lot of action and you become better. But for investing, you need to gather all the information you possibly can ahead of time, do all the analysis you can ahead of time. You gotta choose the right, for example, options to invest ahead of time, and then you click the button to buy. So all the work is upfront. All the thinking is upfront. All the timing, getting in the market, how much to buy, what to buy, when to buy, it's upfront. And once you're invested, that's it. You don't control the market. You only get to control when you enter and how much you enter and what to enter. But the fluctuation of the market, whether tomorrow is going up or down, it's out of your control. And there's no point in trying to control it. And you can make money even if you don't control the price itself. And that is such an important concept you need to understand. Because psychologically, once you invested, if you feel like you want to just hope, pray for the price to go upwards, you're going to feel like you have control over what the market does, but you don't. And that's going to put you in a lot of misery. And I used to be that person where after I invest, I would hope the market to go in my direction immediately, like the next second. I want the market to go up. But that is not how it works. When you're investing in a great company, even if you invest in a great company, 50% of the time, tomorrow will be a down day. And 50% of the time will be an up day. I analyze a lot of trading days, and that statistics is pretty close to it, 50 to 55% depending on how strong of a trend you're looking at. When you invest in a company, you are the owner of the company. You are a shareholder. You own a small piece of the company. Even though it's like 0.0000001%, you still own a very small piece of the company. And that's important. And when you are the owner, you have a management team in place. Let's say you're investing in Starbucks. You have thousands of people in Starbucks working for you every day to generate a profit for you. You have the CEO, CFO, CTO doing work for you. And all you're doing as a shareholder is to trust them and let them do their job. And yes, you can time the market to a certain degree. Yes, you can look at pattern to a certain degree, which I do, and I get in stocks at a cheap price. But once you're invested, that is out of your control. And you need to let the company do the work. You need to let the management team drive the stock price upward. And that's why one of the famous quotes from Warren Buffett is that when you're investing in a company, you should be comfortable that the stock market can close for 10 years and you're comfortable holding it. And obviously, he's a super long-term investor, and that's one of the great things about him. But I think you should have a very similar mindset when it comes to investing. You know, would you invest in companies that you wouldn't feel comfortable holding for 10 years? Would you invest in companies that you think it will go bankrupt in the next year? And if you choose truly great companies that are dominating the market, you know the companies very well, and you did all your homework, and you know this is a good investment opportunity, then you just got to let the company grow. And it's especially true during this time, because when you're investing 100K, during this time, the coronavirus market crash, it's a wonderful time. You're going to find a lot of opportunities. Cheap stocks are everywhere. And the last thing you want to do is to jump in and realize that you made a mistake, got scared, can't sleep, jump back out, just to realize you missed the bottom. And if you look at the market today, you're going to find a lot of stocks actually did a V-shaped recovery already. Now, if you look at the news a couple weeks back, JP Morgan and other firms are like, well, it's going to do a W bottom. Now, that is not guaranteed, but the possibility is definitely there. But if it was going to do a V-shaped bottom because the Fed is printing so much money, I wouldn't be surprised as well. So as an investor, I'm prepared for both situations. And that's why I invested during possibly the worst time in the market. And now I am in it for a good price. And there's nothing more I need to do. And I have a lot of time to make you YouTube videos to help you learn about investing. So that's pretty much it for this video. Those are the 9 things you can do after you're fully invested. You can even play a mobile game. Recently, I downloaded a mobile game called Stardew Valley, and that's pretty fun. Yeah, and you just wait for your investment to grow. And when it is time to harvest, and the time will come, you just click the sell button and take some profits, and then that will be your budget to go travel, or it will fund your rent expense for the next 12, 24, 36 months, and so on. So let me know if you have any questions. If you like this video and you have something that you do after you are fully invested, maybe you go celebrate and eat a steak, let me know in the comments below. I'm interested in weird ideas like, reading a Sam Walton book. If you have any book recommendation, let me know as well. Or if you build Legos, or maybe you paint. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. If you want to learn more about my passive investing approach, like how I enter into the market, like what kind of indicators I look at, then you want to click on the link below and go to the free webinar called How to Get 30% in 12 Months. So yeah, I'll see you there. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please help support me by subscribe, and you can watch the next recommended video here as well. So I'll see you in the next one.